A blessed day to you, all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. Now, a couple of things I want to talk about in this one. So, at the end of day 2, in the first test match against Australia and England, I must say that, that is some entertaining test cricket going on out there. The English, they were able to pick up a couple of wickets, and then we would have seen Usman Khawaja batting from the beginning of day 2 right up until the end. He is still there. So we're going to look at the scorecard, and we're also going to take a look at West Indies all-rounder Odean Smith. He recently did an interview on Sportsmax, and he was talking about some interesting things. He actually said that CWI personnel sent him home to get himself prepared for the India series. And, he spoke about test cricket, whether or not he's going to be playing test cricket and quite a few other things. So just give a listening ear until the end and let us talk about all of this. Also, we are going to be live this evening at 6 p.m. So let us get things up and running with the Ashes. So at the end of day 2, England, they are still in the lead as it relates to the numbers on the board, but I must say the momentum is really shifting over to Australia. So England, they batted first. They scored 393 and they declared yesterday at the end of day 1. Now at the end of day 2, Australia, they are on 311 for 5. Yes, my peeps, 311 for 5. And Usman Khawaja and Alex Carey, they are still there at the crease, stubborn as ever, my viewers. So, Usman Khawaja is actually on 126 of 279 deliveries. Alex Carey, he's on 50 from 80. Now, prior to those guys coming together and dominating, we would have seen Travis Head bringing up 50 of 63 deliveries. And Marnus Lamashane was removed from for a first ball duck. You understand, Stuart Broad took care of him. Steve Smith was removed for 16 by Ben Stokes. Cameron Green was removed for 38 by Moeen Ali. So, those are the guys that would have lost their wickets. David Warner, he was removed first. He made 9 from 27. Stuart Broad getting the better of him there. So, the Aussies, they are closing in on that score. The English, they still lead by 80 odd runs, by 82 runs. So, day 3 is definitely going to be interesting because, I tell you, it was a brave thing to declare. But that is how it goes when you are pushing for a result and when you back your plan, So we're definitely going to continue to pay attention to that game there to see how things will work out. In terms of the bowling figures for England, Stuart Broad 16 overs 49 runs 2 wickets. Ollie Robinson 17 overs 49 runs no wicket. James Anderson 15 overs 30 runs no wicket. Harry Brook, he bowled 3 overs for 5 runs. Moeen Ali, he has so far bowled 29 overs. He has given up 124 runs, but he was able to pick up 2 wickets. Ben Stokes only bowled 7 overs, picked up 1 wicket, cost him 33 runs. Joe Root, he bowled 7 overs, picked up 0 wickets and gave away 15 runs. So once again, my viewers and subscribers, the Aussies, they are closing in on that first inning score there. So 393 for 8 from England. Australia 311 for 5. Usman Khawaja and Alex Carey still set at the crease. So that is your second day roundup in that first test. Alright, let us quickly move on to Odean Smith. I was taking a look at an interview that was done on Sportsmax. And, Odean Smith was speaking about, him not being a part of the squad that is playing the World Cup qualifiers. And the man is saying that, he was disappointed at first. But when he got an explanation for why he isn't there, he's okay with it. So let me just go through a couple of the main talking points that came out of that interview there. He spoke about the IPL, saying that he didn't play any game, but it was definitely a good experience because he was able to work on quite a few things. Worked on his fitness, worked on batting spin based on what he's saying. He was able to work with the coaches. He was saying that when you go there, if you are not playing regularly, they will ask you what you want to work on, and then you tell them. So according to Odean Smith, he told him that he wanted to work on batting spin, especially wrist spin. He also told him that he wanted to improve his death bowling. So that is something that he also worked on. So he's definitely looking forward to get well, he said that he has definitely improved and he's better than when he started there for this season. He also said that he worked a lot on his pull shot, wanting to play the pull shot. So those were the three main things that he worked on: batting spin, bowling in the death over, and working on his pull shot. So he spent most of the time they're working on those stuff. Now he also spoke about batting higher up for West Indies. He was asked by Ricardo Chambers if batting at number 6-7 is something that he would like to do, and the man said definitely, but as of right now there are other experienced players in the squad, other all-rounders like the Jason Holder and all of these guys that are actually there. So he understands why he's batting at 9 and 10 sometimes, but he would definitely love to bat up the order in the near future. He also spoke about the CPL, saying that he's looking forward to representing the Guyana Amazon Warriors once again, and according to him the aim is to try and get some runs this time around. He's always picking up the wickets, but he's looking to couple that with some runs, and he's hoping that the team will be able to take it right across the line. Usually Guyana Amazon Warriors, they are performing well. They will make it to the semi-final, sometime to the final, and then things just don't work out for them. So he's saying those are some of the things that he's working on. As it relates to Test cricket, he was asked whether or not that is something that he is thinking about, and he basically said that he's unsure if he wants to play Test cricket right now, because he would have to get his body in a place that is physically ready to play Test cricket. He's alluded to the fact that moving from bowling 4 overs to 20 overs for the day is something totally different. So that is something that he would have to get himself ready for. And even though it doesn't seem as if he's planning to play Test cricket anytime soon, I am happy that at least he knows within himself that there's rigors to it. There are certain things that you need to get done before you can just get selected. There are some people that are probably equally as unfit as Odean Smith is as it relates to playing Test cricket, but they would think that they should just walk into the Test team. But at least Odean Smith is able to say, listen, I am not at that level of fitness right now. I am not capable of bowling 20-25 overs for the day, and my body is not able to go through that right now. So I think that I need to work on all of that before I can even think about Test cricket. So it just goes to show that the man is looking at it from a fair point, knowing that even though he's going all over and playing T20 cricket, you can't just get up and select him like that to play Test cricket. So that is something that he spoke about. He also said that as I said at the top there, that he was disappointed at first when he found out that he wasn't going to be a part of the team, the squad that is trying to get us qualified. But he said when he got the call and was told exactly why, he's no longer bothered by that. So he's just putting in some work. So he said he wasn't able to tell them why it is that he didn't go, but I am assuming it's they want him to work on certain things to get him ready to play against India, as he said at the top there. So a very interesting interview, my peeps, run about probably 17 to 20 minutes long. So if you want to hear the entire interview, you can just go on the Sportsmax YouTube page and you can check it out. So gonna leave it right here for now, and we will touch base later on again. Big up on yourself.